Hello everyone. So last time we started about the applications of Bernoulli's equation in which we discussed first of all the Venturi meter. Okay. Today we are going to discuss about orifice meter. Okay. Orifice meter. What is orifice meter? Now see, orifice meter is a device used for measuring the rate of flow of fluid through a pipe. It is similar to that of the Venturi meter, but the only difference is that it is cheaper than the data as compared to Venturi meter, and it may rest remains the same. Okay, it works on the same principle as that of a Venturi meter. Okay, so see here, this is the diagrammatically shown how this orifice meter looks like. So here is a pipe through which water is flowing. Okay, we install here a orifice meter. This is orifice meter. What is orifice meter? It is actually a flat circular plate which has a sharp edge hole. Okay, here you see here is a hole which is called as orifice. Okay, this hole is called as orifice, and the dia of this orifice is generally between uh, 0.5 times. Generally take this dia as 0.5 times of the dia of the pipe. Okay, if the dia of the pipe is capital D, then how much this orifice dia is? 0.5 times D. Okay, we fit YouTube differential manometer here, as we fit in the differential manometer. Okay, at one section here and other section is here. How we select the section 2? Now see, when the liquid is flowing from the here at this end, what happens when it passes through this orifice? It contract through a small distance. Through a small distance it contracts. This portion is called as where it has got the minimum area. It is called as vena contracta. Okay, where the liquid possesses the minimum area. Okay, it is called as vena contracta. Remember this term, it is important. Now we fit the same as in case of Venturi meter, YouTube differential manometer. Where one end is connected to the section A and one end is connected to section 2. Okay, section 2 is taken at the vena contracta, and the distance of this section 2 from this plate is 0.5 times D. Means this distance is 0.5 times the dia of the orifice. Okay, okay, then now apply Bernoulli's equation in this apparatus. Okay, so here we fill it with manometric fluid. Here lower level of the manometric fluid is taken as reference, so this terms is neglected. So apply Bernoulli's equation. Okay, first take this section P1 upon rho g. Bernoulli's equation I already told you, P1 upon rho g. Here you can see P1 upon rho g plus P1 square upon 2g plus Z1. Z1 is what? Potential head, or you can say distance of the section from the datum. Okay, similarly at section 2, P2 upon rho g plus V2 upon rho g plus Z2. Okay, so separate this P1 upon rho g upon Z plus Z1. We already discussed in the last lecture that P1 upon rho g plus Z1, that is flow energy plus this potential head. If we sum these two quantities, then it is called as piezometric head. So here we combine the P1 terms differently and then P2 differently, and we obtain this equation. This we call as piezometric head, which is denoted by H1 star and H2 star. Okay, so here I written H1 star minus H2 star, which is equal to V1 square minus V2 square upon 2G from here with this. And this H1 star minus H2 star is also written, can be written as H star as H star, which is equal to differential head. Okay, now after solving the equation, we can find the value of H star as this, and from here we can calculate the value of V2. Okay, velocity at section 2. So from here we can obtain V1 square plus 2G H star. Now, as you seen last lecture, we determine this term H star. Okay, or you can say H1 star minus H2 star, which is equal to delta H rho m upon rho minus 1. We derive it in last lecture in case of Venturi meter. From here from there we read right here H star equal to delta H rho m upon rho m minus 1. Delta H is what? Delta H is the rise in this manometric fluid. Okay, it is delta H. Now applying continuity equation. What is continuity equation? Rho 1 V1. Okay, A1 equal to rho 2 A2 V2. Okay, so in pipe the fluid is flowing is common. Okay, in pipe the same fluid is flowing throughout the pipe, so here density remains same, so we get from continuity equation we get a1 v1 is equal to a2 v2. From here calculate the value of v1 and put this value of v1 in this equation, in equation number first. Okay, from here calculate the value of v1 and put this value in this equation, and from here we get this equation v2 square is equal to a2 square v2 square upon a1 square plus 2g under 2g h star. Okay, now as I told you that after passing through the this plate is given in here, and after passing those the flow is contract. This is called vena contracta. So at vena contracta the area of cross section of orifice is, let us suppose it is a0. Okay, and now we are introducing a new term which is cc. What is this cc? Cc is called as coefficient of contraction, and coefficient of contraction is equal to what? See here, coefficient of contraction is equal to area of jet at vena contracta divided by area of orifice. We will discuss these terms later on. Okay, in previous lecture I tell you about cd, which is coefficient of discharge. In this, coefficient of contraction, remember this term, area of jet at vena contracta to the area of orifice. Okay, so at orifice, what is at section 2 2, what is the area is a2, and we consider the area of at section of orifice is a0. Okay, from here calculate the value of a2 and put this value of a2 in the previous equation. Okay, in equation number third. Now after calculating this value, where to have put it? uh, we put it in here in v1. Okay, put the value of a2 here and we get the equation. Okay, from here we get this equation and substitute this value in equation first, which what is our first equation? This one. Okay, put this value in this equation, and finally you obtain the value as v2 equal to under root of cc square a0 square v2 square upon a1 square plus 2g h star. Okay, now see here it is v2 and here it is v2. After further simplification we can calculate the value of v2 as v2 equal to 2g h star under root 1 minus a0 upon a1 square into cc का square. Okay, now see why are we doing this? We have to find the discharge of as you can say our rate of flow through a pipe. So what is it? It is discharge. Discharge I already told you what is it is equal to. It is area into velocity. So we are finding at section 2, and it is equal to a2 v2. Substitute the value of v2 from the previous equations and we get this equation. And now one thing you have to remember, you have to remember the formula in terms of coefficient of discharge. Okay, in numericals most of the chances that uh, CD value is given and not CC. So you have to remember this relation between CD and CC. Okay, this is the relation between CD and CC. You have to remember this. Okay, if you remember this, then uh, substitute the value of CC this in terms of CD in equation number in this discharge equation. Okay, in this discharge equation, substitute the value of CC here. Okay, and you can finally obtain the rate of flow of discharge through a orifice meter as this one. Okay, in terms of coefficient of discharge, which is equal to cd a1 a0 upon under root of a1 square minus a0 square into 2g h star. Okay, what is h star? That is h star is differential head, or you can also write it as h star h1 star minus h2 star. The cd is the coefficient of discharge of orifice meter. Okay, now let us see a numerical based on this orifice meter. See here, an orifice meter with orifice diameter of 15 centimeter and pipe diameter of 30 centimeter. Okay, the dia of the orifice is given and the pipe dia is also given. Okay, you can see from here I told you that the dia of the orifice is 0.5 times the dia of the pipe. Okay, if you multiply here 30 into 0.5 you will get what? 15 centimeter, but it is given here, you need not to do this calculation. Okay, so what is the given? The differential manometer gives a reading of 50 centimeter of mercury. Okay, the reading of differential manometer is what? 50 centimeter. Okay, it means delta H is given to you. Now next find the rate of flow. We have to find the rate of flow of oil. Oil is flowing is through the pipe. Okay, the specific gravity of the oil is given, which is 0.9, and CD coefficient of discharge is given. As I told you that in numericals most of the chances that CD is given to you and not CC. So you have to remember the discharge formula in terms of coefficient of discharge. Okay. So small d0 is given. Okay, this is the dia of the orifice. Dia of the pipe is given. We can calculate the areas of the both. Okay, dia of, area of the orifice and the area of the pipe. Now delta H is also given. From here we can calculate the differential height, that is H star. H star is equal to what? Delta H into rho m upon rho minus 1. Okay, now manometric fluid is what? It is mercury. Here, see here, it is given that is mercury. So what is the specific gravity of mercury? 13.6. So for obtaining the density, we have to multiply it with 1000. We get 13,600. Okay. And what is density of this oil which is flowing through the pipe is 0.9. Sorry, specific gravity. Convert it into density and you will get 900. From this we can obtain the H star value. Now H star is known to us, G is also known to us. Okay, A0 we had find, A1 is also known to us, CD all is given. Okay, now all the terms in this equation is given to us. Now simply put these values and you will obtain the answer as 137,414.25 centimeter cube per second. Remember these conversions. Okay, 1 meter cube is equal to 1000 liters, 1 centimeter cube is equal to 10 to the power minus 3 liters. These are very important, you have to remember this. Okay, so that's it for today. In next video we will discuss about the last application of the Bernoulli equation, which is pitot tube. Okay, so okay then, thank you.